Hi everybody, my name is Jan Dufour and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator living just outside of Louisville, Kentucky. And if you know anything about Kentucky and the Ohio Valley, there's a lot of allergies going on right now. It's ragweed season, so I want to explain that my voice will crack once in a while because of that. Anyway, today we're doing autumn leaves using a set that I've used before. This is a fun fold, I guess it's considered, using our insanely gorgeous all about nature. Just beautiful. I've showed these before. Beautiful photos on one side, and then on the back side it's all beautiful foiled paper, which is wonderful. So I made up this card today because, again, it's our blog, and let's see, yeah, leaves this time was the thought, and so obviously it's a perfect set. I did some of the stamping ahead of time just for speed, but I did want to show you a couple of things. Little housekeeping. If you're watching me on YouTube and you want to get the project sheet, it's a one sheet with all of the measurements, cutting instructions, etc. Go to my blog at stampmesilly.com. If you have any questions, or if you don't have a demonstrator and would like a free catalog, email me at jandufour@yahoo.com. And then if you want to purchase any of the items that I have here, you can go to my online store at jandufour.stampinup.net. Put that aside. One of the tricks I wanted to show you, of course you know me, if you know me, I only do multiples. I do multiples everything, even if it's just 2 cards. It saves time, and I give them away as gifts, and it's very nice to have that all done. So one of the things you can do when you're making 2 cards is do the scoring. This is not a big deal because it's only 1 score. And I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. Make sure you don't use your cutting blade. If you do both of them, if you score it like this, then when you cut at 5 1/2, you will have already scored the other one. So this one is all ready. We'll put that aside for another card. Now this one is going to have 2 inches taken off this side. So the actual measurement of the card, if you're trying to save paper, is 6 1/2 by 5 1/2. I just go ahead and make it up and then cut off the 2 inches because I'm going to use this scrap paper for sentiments and other pieces in a different card. It's big enough to be useful for sentiments, etc. All right, so I can't put it away yet. The one that I showed you, the example, although I'm going to show you 2 other ones, is using this paper. It really didn't matter which way I put it, but I want to be consistent, so I'll do it this way. You want to, this is a 6 by 6. So the first thing you want to do, I want it oriented this way. I want to cut off, let's see. I want to cut off, I want this piece to be 5 1/4, which is 1/4 of an inch less, so that I can get a border around. So I'm going to cut the long piece first. If you don't do it that way, it's, life is not over, because you can always use the shiny side, but I'm going to be using that paper. Then I'm going to flip it and go ahead and make it 4. Let's see, yeah, we'll do it this way. And so this will be our inside piece. Now, I debated when I was looking at this and making it up, I have several other examples, of just going ahead and putting either opposite or just adding this. And I thought that's really, kind of pretty. We put our little leaves and our little sentiment on there, and that would be lovely. But I decided I wanted to break it up, and I also love this foil. So I'm going to go ahead, get rid of this, because I think I have done all my, oh no, I haven't done all my cutting. and cut one more thing. This long strip that you cut, I want, leave the width is fine. Cut two 2-inch pieces. And that's going to be for decorating the inside. They're all cute. I like these two the best. Oops. Well, let me get this out of the way. Yes, we'll save these two. Now I can put this away. All right. And in addition, and again, all my measurements will be on my blog, so you can find them there. It's got all moved around. This is going to be for the inside. And then in addition, I was going to stamp on it because I thought, well, that'd be cute if I had little leaves here. But I got lazy and I hate to waste this paper, so I'm using it up. So this is for your note. If you're like me, who doesn't write well, you use a friction pen because then you can erase it. Or if you want to use a regular pen, myself, because I can't spell half the time and I make mistakes, I would probably leave this piece not stuck down. Whoops, not stuck down. I would leave it right on the inside of the card like this and just leave that there loose. And then when I wanted to send the card, I could write it and then put something on it. But like I said, I use a friction pen, so I don't really even have to worry about that. It's really hard covering up this gorgeous paper. I don't know if you can see it, but ooh, so pretty. And of course, they're all in fall colors. I think this is Mellow Moss. I'm gonna put this down. Press that. And since I know I use friction pens, I'm going to go ahead and adhere this down. Make a little bit of a mess at the top. Let's see, right about there. Yep, it came out. There we go. All right, so that looks pretty when you open it this way. Oops, having all kinds of trouble today. And then we close it. And of course, I used a bone folder on it, but because I've been opening and closing it, it's kind of flopping open, and that's okay. Now, again, I thought about doing this, and it would be lovely that way too, but I just wanted some green on it, and I wanted the shiny paper. I'm a sucker for shiny paper, especially at Christmas time and the holidays. I don't know. I just think it's mandatory. I am a paper hog though. Oh my God. But this is good because I used up everything but this piece of paper. Can you believe it? I used it all. So there's no waste in there. That's perfect. All right. Now, a little trick for this is stamped. And you can do it one of two ways. You can cut it out ahead of time like this and then stamp it, or you can stamp it first and then cut it out. With this particular stamp, it was very easy to cut it out first. I cut out a bunch of them at the same time and stamped it. I did not do that with the sentiment because the sentiment has to be straight, it has to be centered. So I stamped first and then framed it so that it was straight, taped it down, and then cut it. So that's just a little FYI on how I did that. Now I used some dimensionals to adhere it. You have to decide before you put the dimensionals where you want it. You want it like this? This is kind of cool. A little bit different than what I did with the sentiment on the top. I think I like that. Or we could put it down like this. I love this little section, and this is purposely not focused, which is okay. I think I'm just going to stick with this. So that means I can put dimensionals there, and I used 3. That's probably too many, but I figured since it was hanging over the edge, I wanted to make sure that it really stuck. And this, again, I only want it on the half, so I used 2. And I put them fairly close, a little less than half. So we'll put this one on first. it's getting me in the mood for the holidays. This year we're going to be up north visiting my youngest son. It'll be the first time we get to see the little ones trick or treat, so that's going to be lots of fun. I don't know, for a while they were thinking about all going as narwhals because the older one, who's now 3, was a narwhal, and they have another baby, so the new baby could be in the narwhal, and then they would just have to get 3 costumes, or panda for the same reasons. So anyway, we'll have to wait and see. We're not dressing up. The grandparents will hand out the candy and walk. So there you have it. Very simple card. It's elegant, it's fast and easy, uses up all of your DSP so that you're not wasting it. I just love this card, and I hope that you loved it too. Go to the blog. Along the lines, you're going to find other bloggers because this is for a blog hop. So the list of bloggers will be there, and you can follow down the row and see all of the wondrous things that people did to make leaves. Thanks very much. Bye.